This is a friendly robot that's impossible to beat at rock, paper, scissors. This is an infinite slinky staircase that can run for days. And this is basically a room temperature ice rink. Today, we're not only gonna count down 10 of the coolest things we built at Crunch Labs over the past year, but we're gonna also break down the science of how they work and even show how you can easily recreate a few of them yourself. Starting off at number 10, when you need to let everyone know it's lunchtime, typically you'll have something like this. But that's boring. So we replaced it with this. A choir of 22 screaming chicken heads. It's long been established that if you ever see these in a bin at a store, after you apply a little pressure, it will yield amazing results. Beautiful. Now to find out why, we just need to take a look inside. And when you do, you'll find this. It's basically just a kazoo or one of those party blowers. So after squeezing the chicken, it expands back to its original shape, which pulls air over this diaphragm, causing it to vibrate and make that terrible, terrible noise. So then if you just hook up all 22 to an airline pressurized at 100 PSI, then you turn this valve, everyone knows it's lunchtime! Coming in at number 9, if you happen to discover a platinum ticket in your Crunch Labs box, securing you a free trip out to Crunch Labs, well then it's very likely our own Science Bob will show off his fancy deflagration tube. Basically, you load in some gas and then ignite it, and it creates a slow-moving wave of fire that spreads because of heat, and we call that a deflagration wave. Then once it's almost done tracing all through the tubes, it approaches the end here, where the gas and flame mix with the oxygen, making a small explosion. And since the bottle is in the way of the quickly expanding gas, it goes along for the ride. Bullseye. Now that's only the first 2 of our countdown to number 1, but number 8 is where things really start to get interesting. Because if you take 3.5 million airsoft BBs, just swallows you, and then knock them over, you basically make a room temperature ice rink. This was honestly the most slippery surface I've ever stood on. Isn't it trippy?
This is crazy.
As you can see here, it's almost completely frictionless, even more slippery than ice, which means it should be perfect for skating. While we had a lot of fun surfing, skating, and even bowling, it was ultimately incredibly difficult to keep our footing.
Like no way to stop.
So we decided to call in a pro. This is Anna. And she's a 10-year-old skateboard competition winning legend.
Are you doing a shove?
I was doing a kickflip, obviously.
Oh.
And she absolutely dominated the BB floor.
Hey!
But could she pull off the impossible jump?